Hi guys, and welcome to another Battlespot Doubles episode. So, we kicked off the week this week with some good results with the team that we're playing at the minute. The same team that we built together on that live stream team builder a couple of weeks ago. So that is Mega God of War, Excadrill, Tyranitar, Zapdos, Araquanid, and Hitmontop. So, I am literally looking forward to every episode at the minute that we're playing with this team. It's a lot of fun to play with, so hopefully we can kind of continue to delve a bit more in depth with the team today and learn a bit more about it. We've got a good record with it so far. I'm quite surprised looking at the record there. We've played 8 games, won 7, lost 1, so not too bad. Hopefully we can kind of keep that going today. And it's great hearing about you guys that are playing the team as well, and like getting the feedback on how you're doing with the team, how you're finding it, and it's been a massive success. So really looking forward to kind of continuing this out and doing another one very soon in the future. As I said on Tuesday's episode, we are going to be transitioning over to Twitch for this series, and that's just a trial period. So if it doesn't work out too well, then we can always move it back. There's no problem with that, but we'll try it out. And everything that will be going up on the Twitch channel, live streams, I'll transition over and upload on the YouTube channel. So you guys that can't sometimes make the live stream can always view the episodes as well. So hopefully it all works out. But lots going on next week, so it should be quite fun. So we have our first opponent of the day. They are running a QR code team. It includes Abomasnow, Glacian, Tabacoco, Landorus, Rotom Wash, and Arcanine. So, what we're going to do here, we've obviously got the Hail mode. It's going to be a bit threatening, but we can bring our own Sand mode to combat against that. We do need to be a bit careful with the Landorus, though. It does threaten our Sand Core. But apart from that, we should be alright, I think. I think what I'll do is lead with God of War and Hitmontop. Hitmontop, Excadrill, Guardy, and Tito, if I've locked it in time. Talking too much, but it should be fine. Hopefully, we'll check that we've got that Tito. If we haven't got the Tito, we're in trouble. But I think it'll lock into the Tito regardless, because it's the next Pokemon in line. I think it goes like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so we should be fine. So there we go, we lead off with our Hitmontop and Excadrill. Bit of an unconventional lead here. And we see Arcanine and Landorus. Double Intimidate coming out. Okay. Really wish in these situations that we brought Araquanid. But it's fine. We're going to get the Intimidate back onto both my opponent's Pokemon. I think here what we'll do is just go for a Fake Out onto the Landorus. And I'm going to switch out Excadrill into Tito, which is kind of what my opponents really want me to do, baiting me into bringing the Sand in, but we don't need to keep the Sand in. We can switch it straight out. Or we can just protect and switch out the top next turn. But we might get attacked this turn with the Arcanine, which will allow us to free switch into God of War. But we just see Fake Out onto the Landorus, we get Flare Blitz from that Arcanine. Alright, so I feel like I do still need to adjust my board position. We still threatened from that Landorus. We don't know what it's going to throw at us at the moment. Do we just go for... like we could go Helping Hand, Rock Slide. It's just if we lose Tyranitar, it's going to be not very good, especially if we've got that Hail Core on the back. So I think I'm going to opt to bring in God of War for Hitmontop. Just protect Tito here. And hopefully bringing Guardian, we don't take too much damage. Maybe definitely need the Araquanid here. We do see the Arcanine switch out though. And a Abomasnow hit the field. So we'll get rid of that sand. And get the hail up onto the field. We're going to get Guardy out. And we'll just protect with Tito. We'll see what this Landorus goes for. Maybe an Earthquake? Just a U-turn. Into the Tito. So that's fine. So that's good. So we get away with that. That's great. Now what I can do is switch in Hitmontop again. I'm going to Mega Evolve. And, depends what the speed of this Abomasnow is. Because we're minimum speed T-Tar. So I could go for a Trick Room here. Might not be the worst thing to do in the world. Yeah, if we Mega Evolve and we Trick Room, and I'm going to switch T-Tar out for Hitmontop, get another Intimidate onto the Landorus. Hopefully we get hit with something on a Hitmontop. And then the eject button will activate, and we can get the T-Tar back in under Trick Room. So there we go. A magnificent lady, Mega Evolving. God of War is so cool. So let's see what happens here. Oh dear. Okay. So we're going to see the Mega Abomasnow evolve as well. So it's definitely going to be slower than our Tyranitar. We do see the U-turn come out. It is into the God of War. Because of that -2, it's not doing too much damage. Mega Abomasnow just looks nasty, like, it just means business, doesn't it, Mega Abomasnow? It's pretty cool. I think its base speed drops to like 30, I'm pretty sure. I know it's really slow, and Glaceon hitting the field. Come on, hit the Hitmontop. Yeah, so there's a Blizzard. As long as you don't get froze, we're going to be okay, I think. So there's that eject button. Get that Hitmontop out of there. And we'll bring in a T-Tar. And get the sand back up. Which is nice. So, there's the Trick Room. We do need to be a bit careful with Abomasnow. Can, fire off big grass type attacks into T-Tar, which could be a bit of a problem. I'm going to switch out God of War for Hitmontop here, and I'm going to just go for a Rock Slide with T-Tar. I don't want to lose God of War just yet. We do see the Abomasnow switch out. We're going to see Landorus come in. So let's see. Going to just cycle that Intimidate. I wonder if we'll see the Glaceon Protect here, or just fire out an attack. We would have been better just going for the Hyper Voice that turn. So there's the Rock Slide. We are going to underspeed the Glaceon. Do a good chunk of damage to it as well. That Intimidate's not helping us though. And we get the Flinch. Ooh, excellent. Right, so this next turn, I think I'll just go for a Fake Out. And we're going to see the Landorus just go for a U-turn, aren't we? Or just switch out. Which target do I want to? We just Fake Out the Landorus, right? Yeah. We just go for another Rock Slide. Because that should put the Glaceon in range then for a Feint or something to pick up the next turn. But we might see the Abomasnow come back in. Like, it wouldn't surprise me too much. And there's a Glaceon withdrawing, so we're going to see that. Oh, we're just going to see the Arcanine come in, so we're going to just cycle those Intimidates a bit more. So it's kind of a free turn here, which is nice. We're going to get that Rock Slide off. And do alright damage, to be honest. Not the worst. No, I feel like we need to maybe readjust our board position a little bit. How many turns of Trick Room have we got left? 2. Hitmontop is -1. So one option we could go for is an Ice Beam into the Landorus and just close combat into the Arcanine. We could go for a Helping Hand. Rock Slide, that might be enough, but might not as well, and Rock Slide's not the most accurate moves at times. So I'll just go for that, go for the close combat into the Arcanine and an Ice Beam into the Landorus. And the Landorus withdraws, a Abomasnow coming in. You've got to hope that a close combat is going to be enough to pick up the KO onto the Arcanine. -1. It's not going to be enough, is it? Now we're going to see close combat. Yeah, but we have got the Chopper Berry, so we might be able to survive this. No. Not ideal. Because we've lost our Sand Mode there. Right, so I think we bring in we could bring in Gardevoir. We've got Wide Guard. Oh, we haven't got Wide Guard. What am I talking about? We haven't got Wide Guard at all. We've got Helping Hand. Let's bring in Excadrill. No, let's not bring in Excadrill. No. Let's bring in Gardevoir. This is where Wide Guard would have been handy on Hitmontop. So we're into the last turn of Trick Room here. I feel like we'll go down to a Blizzard with both our Pokemon. Well, that's the problem. Especially Hitmontop will go down to a Blizzard. My opponent's locked into the Arcanine's locked into close combat. So I feel I'm just gonna go for the feint onto. Actually, let's go for feint and yeah, we'll just protect Guardy this turn. I say the Arcanine's locked into close combat. I feel like it's banded from the Flare Blitz damage that it did to the T-Tar before, so that's the only reason I say that. Does go down. There's the Blizzard. Fortunately, we are going to lose Hitmontop though. Yeah. Spider would have been so good here. Really so good, but we can't do anything about it. We didn't bring it. So we've got our Excadrill now. We'll see what comes in. It's probably going to be the Landorus, you've got to imagine. But it's the Glaceon. Alright. So I could potentially get a Hyper Voice off here. Unless that Glaceon is scarfed. But we can Iron Head. I feel like, yeah, if we Iron Head the Abomasnow and just Hyper Voice, I feel like the Hyper Voice is probably going to be enough to pick up the KR. Is it going to be enough to pick up the KR on Glaceon now? I don't think it is. I think we're probably going to be better off having to go for a Rock Slide and a Hyper Voice, and just hope that we outspeed with both Pokemon here. Oh no, the Glaceon avoided the Rock Slide. This is not good. So we need to outspeed and we need to pick up the KO with Hyper Voice. I don't know, because Glaceon's pretty bulky. Is it going to be enough? It is excellent. But that doesn't solve anything, because we've still got that Landorus to come in and deal with now. Okay. And it can just Earthquake, can't it? That's the problem. I'm getting excited for no reason. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. My opponent knows I got Trick Room. I think my best bet is go for an Iron Head and there's not really a lot we can do here. If an Earthquake comes out, we're probably going to lose both Pokemon. I can't see any reason for the Landorus to protect or just single target here. But we'll lock in with a Hyper Voice. We'll see what happens. I think the wrong thing was not bringing a Araquanid to this game. There's the Earthquake. I don't think we're going to take it though. Nah. Good game to my opponent. I think that was just... It's a bit annoying because it's a bit just down to our decision making in team preview that's really cost us there. We kind of had the tools to do the job, we just didn't. We didn't bring them. So, yeah. We were rushing a bit near the end, but that's no excuse. We should have made the time. But never mind, good game to my opponent. And we lost the Weather War in the end, you know, we lost the T-Tar before the Abomasnow went down, so that didn't make it easy at all. And it's difficult in that last situation where the Glaceon and the Abomasnow were out, because if I went for the Trick Room with the God of War there, then the next turn it would have been really conflicting. We wouldn't have picked up the KOs that we needed with the Rock Slide that turn. So going for the Trick Room there, yes, if we got rid of both of them would have been ideal for when that Landorus came in, because we would have been able to KO it. But not being able to pick up 2 KOs there kind of made it a bit more difficult. But anyway, let's move on to our next game. Got our next opponent, and they were running a team of Garchomp, Drifblim, Thundurus, Therian Form, Tapu Lele, Arcanine, and Kartana. So, do here. We've got that Tapu Lele Drifblim combination, set up Trick Room, Tailwind, take advantage of the Garchomp. You normally see Sword Stance Garchomp with those kind of combinations. You've got the Kartana there as well to complete that kind of little mini core. We've got Arcanine for Intimidate support, and we've got the Thundurus Therian Form. So Garchomp's going to be a bit threatening for our Sand mod. What can we do? Should we just go Trick Room? I think Trick Room's not a bad option here with Spider. Spider's not bad against this team. Let's go God of War. Araquanid. Oh, we could go God of War. Zapdos. Let's think. Could go God of War. Let's go Gardevoir Spider. Hit him on top and Zapdos here. Let's not bring our Sandcore. So I feel like Zapdos is going to be good for things like Kartana. It's going to be a nice switch in for the Garchomp. And if we can get the Trick Room up, like Spider's going to be so strong here. We do need to watch out for potential taunts coming out from the Tapu Lele. Tapu Leles tend to have taunt as well. So let's Mega Evolve. The other thing is my opponent could just double into Gardevoir this turn with a Shadow Ball and a Moonblast. So we could just protect Guardy and go for a Hydro Vortex into the Tapu Lele. Might not be a bad idea. So let's do that. Let's try that. Expecting the taunt. So that's what we're playing for. There's the taunt. There's the Shadow Ball. Excellent. So here's a Hydro Vortex from our Spider. Yeah. I do really love Araquanid. It's weird. I haven't used it all season in VGC 17. It's such a good Pokemon. But we are brilliant in that hard Trick Room team, so we probably will see it next week. We do take down the Tapu Lele. Brilliant. And Spider just shown us why we should have brought it to that last game. And we see the Kartana hit the field. So I think here what we'll do is pull a double switch. I'm going to switch out, hit him on top for Gardevoir, and I'm going to pull Zapdos in for Araquanid. We'll get an Intimidate onto the Kartana, and we'll get Zapdos in. We can fire off either Thunderbolts or Heat Waves or anything like that. So, and you never know, we might get our eject button activated so we can get something in again quite safely to just cycle that Intimidate a bit further. There's a Leaf Blade, is into the hit on top. Do take that comfortably. What do we bring in? I feel like we probably bring in Spider here because bringing in Gardevoir in that slot, it's more likely that the Drifblim probably goes for a Shadow Ball there. So you don't want Gardevoir just taking unnecessary Shadow Ball damage when Spider can do it a lot better. But we just see a Tailwind come out, which is fine. So let's switch out Araquanid again into hit him on top for more Intimidate support. Do we just... I feel like a T-Ball's just as good against Kartana here. There's always the risk of Heat Wave messing. Let's go for a Heat Wave. I think just to get some chip on this Drifblim. There's Top Bane again, just cycling that Intimidate. And there's another Leaf Blade into the Zapdos this time. Okay, we'll take that. And a Shadow Ball into the top. Oh no, into the Zapdos, doubling in. Okay. So the Drifblim avoids, but thankfully the Kartana doesn't. And we do pick up the clean one-hit KO. My opponent down to his last two Pokemon now, so it is the Garchomp. Okay, we do need to be a bit careful with Garchomp here. Because it can Sword Stance, that's the problem, I think. So let's bring in Spider for him on top. We're going to need that Intimidate support again. I'm just going to go for an Hidden Part Ice into the Garchomp, just in case it does go for a Sword Stance this turn. And probably maybe see a Rock Slide. That's a Fire Fang. Okay, that should proc our Citrus Berry, which should allow us to survive the Shadow Ball now from the Drifblim. Not if it's a critical hit though. Ugh, come on. Just not great. What do we do here? I guess just bringing him on top. I think Spider's going to be alright on its own. Like, we could go down the Trick Room route, but we can't take advantage of the Fake Out, unfortunately, because the terrain's up. But let's just go for Liquidation and a Helping Hand, actually. Helping Hand, Liquidation into the Garchomp. Because I might go for a Sword Stance here. So there's a Helping Hand. Oh, we're going to see Tectonic Rage. Okay. Just into the Hitmontop slot. Yeah. I wonder if a Helping Hand Liquidation is going to be enough to take down this Garchomp. Let's see what the Shadow Ball damage is like. It's alright. Don't think it'll pick up the KO, does it? Wow, it does. Okay, so we get our own critical hit. It's a bit fortunate for us. We've got Gaudy to come back in as the Tailwind pitters out. So we can just Mega Evolve Trick Room, and then I will just go for a Liquidation here. Mega Evolve, don't we? Yeah. So I'll just hit that Trick Room. I want to do the Calc on Garchomp. Just a standard Garchomp with. There's a Shadow Ball into the Gardevoir. Let's see. Liquidation. Oh wow, that's doing so much damage. Okay, so Araquanid. And we can round things off quite nicely with Araquanid and a Hyper Voice. Yeah, sorry guys, I just want to see what the Helping Hand damage is like on a Garchomp. Okay, so we've got a 50% roll either way on just the 4 HP Garchomp, which it probably is. Or it might not be. So, there was always the chance. So the crit it mattered, probably, but it didn't matter too much. So very good game to my opponent there. And a nice win. Spider putting in a lot of work. I think the big thing in that game was just that turn 1 position where, we called the taunt and the double into the Gardevoir, the Tailwind, and we just nuked the Lele. Getting rid of that made the rest of the game a lot easier. The critical hit on the Zapdos from the Drifblim was very unfortunate, because if we hadn't had that, then we would have been able to pick up the KO there onto the Garchomp with the Hidden Part Ice. But then in the same regard, we kind of got our own back a little bit, and it evened out with our own critical hit with that Liquidation, just making sure that Garchomp did go down. It was pretty easy to close up the game from there against just the Gardevoir. So we'll wrap things up there, guys. It's been a lot of fun. So next week we'll be back on Tuesday, but we'll be over on the Twitch channel on Tuesday, probably around 7:30. I'll confirm everything in tomorrow's School of Hard Knocks episode, and then just reiterate that on Monday next week in the School of Hard Knocks as well, before we get into that live stream. So do stick around. It'd be a lot of fun. It'd be amazing if some of you guys can come over and join the stream. Like I say, if you can't, don't worry about it too much. We'll upload the stream to the channel as soon as it's done. And hopefully it looks a lot like this, so it'll be a very similar setup. But thank you as always for coming and joining us. It is absolutely always a pleasure to have you here, guys. If you've enjoyed the episode, do leave a like. If you've got any comments, let us know. Well, let me know about what you think of this episode. If you've got any questions about the team, and keep that feedback coming in about if you're playing the team and you found certain things that we're struggling against, or that maybe lacking certain tools and things like that. Just keep telling me. I really appreciate all the feedback, and it's really interesting to hear how you guys are actually getting on with the team as well. So that's brilliant. Yeah, so have a great day, guys. Morning, noon, night, whatever you're doing, make sure you're taking care of yourselves, and we'll be back for an episode of the School of Hard Knocks tomorrow. So until then, guys, take care of yourselves, and I will see you then. So until then, bye bye.